Thank you for listening to the Good Neighbor Podcast, West Denver. Here's a quick message from our sponsor, Local Works Wheat Ridge, provided by its Executive Director, Paige Piper.
Local Works is a nonprofit organization whose mission is to make Wheat Ridge a more vibrant and sustainable place to live and work. Our mission and action is programming that provides neighborhood revitalization and small business support, keeping and growing the businesses we know and love in Wheat Ridge. In simpler form, we provide connection. Connection to business, connection to community.
This is the Good Neighbor Podcast, the place where local businesses and neighbors come together. Here's your host, Meg Smith.
All right, welcome everyone to the latest episode of the Good Neighbor Podcast, West Denver. Today I'm here with Jim Wagner and Michael Breaker with Golden Shades and Shutters. Hello, gentlemen. How are you?
Good morning.
Good morning.
Fantastic. How are you?
I'm well, thank you. Thanks for joining me today to share a little about your business.
Looking forward to it.
Yeah, so share a little bit. Tell us a little bit about Golden Shades and Shutters. I know you're very local because we already work together, but tell our audience a little bit about the business and yourselves.
Well, we are a Hunter Douglas dealer. We only deal in Hunter Douglas window coverings. We've made that decision purposely because of the fact that Hunter Douglas is also a Colorado-based company, and they are the leaders in the window coverings world as far as being innovative and coming up with the best new products that are out there. Plus, they have the fantastic warranties. Hunter Douglas has been around for 75 years, even though Jim and I have only been in business now for coming on 3. But, you know, they're so well established in the industry that we feel like that's a brand that everyone recognizes. So what we are trying to specialize in, and what Jim and I are constantly learning more about, is how to transform light beautifully. And that's really what window coverings are all about. Not only there's ways that they can be energy efficient and also provide UV protection, but there's also when we live in Colorado, you want to optimize your views, optimize what you're able to see in this wonderful state of ours, and the fact that we have over 300 days of sunshine. Window coverings and the specialization of those window coverings to best take advantage of and utilize the light from those is kind of our specialty.
Excellent. Yeah, I really feel like Hunter Douglas is synonymous with high quality and maximizing the light diffusion and the views. And you're so right. We have such good views here that it's important, but you also need to make sure you're not being blinded.
Right. By the snow, you also have to worry about reflection from the snow and those kind of things. Even though we do get that those cold snaps that come in, but generally we're dealing with trying to diffuse sunlight to keep houses cooler in the summer and try to maximize those to keep the house warmer in the winter.
Absolutely, yeah. It has a lot to do with your passive temperature management, right?
Exactly.
Yeah, very helpful to those electric bills.
Yeah, especially nowadays.
I can hear my husband in my head complaining about the bills because we are definitely way too into the fireplaces. So how did you guys end up in the Hunter Douglas business? Tell us a little bit about your journey.
It's kind of interesting. So, Jim and I are Golden natives, and we've known each other since 6th grade, if you can imagine that. And our paths kind of paralleled each other for quite a long time. And about 3 years ago, like I said, when we started the business, I ended my career in supply chain logistics, and Jim was looking for another alternative to being. He had his own handyman business at the time, and we figured that this was a great way for us to collaborate and to take advantage of our varied experiences, both in understanding how to run a business and work with customers, and really make sure that the final product is something that our customers really appreciate and enjoy.
That's fantastic. I didn't realize you guys were friends since the 6th grade. I love that.
Well, friends might be a little strong.
Oh, that's awesome. So was it Bell Middle School then? Like,
we went to school together in grade school, high school, both colleges that we,
love it.
flunked out of one and graduated from the other.
Together. Hey,
Yeah,
that's all that matters. You stuck together.
And we both grew up in very, highly Catholic homes. So we both went to Our Lady of Fatima, and then we both went to Regis.
Okay.
So,
excellent. Well, that is so awesome that you guys get to work together. I love it. So tell us a little bit about why customers would choose to work with you versus some of the other options out there.
Well, not only are we old, but we're old-fashioned. We really, it's kind of, why do people love the Nuggets? Because they play old school basketball, right? And why do people enjoy going to Red Rocks? Because it's an old, established kind of, it doesn't have all the bells and whistles like if you went to the Pepsi Center or whatever, but it's where everyone really enjoys. And that's kind of our take on things. We're not flashy and we're not pushy, but we make sure that things are on time. We make sure that the customer's completely happy. And we just, we care about the details more than somebody that's coming in and, the big box companies that are out there that, you hear about all the time. Cause it's just Jim and I, and, it's our reputation and it's our background that we're selling. Right. And so, we just, make sure that, we create that camaraderie with our customers and make sure that we understand what their needs and desires are, and make sure that we hit that target.
That's fantastic. Yeah, the personal touch, the customer service. I argue that's all that you're about, and I love it. It's something that we look for as homeowners because, the big box experience and that type of thing just doesn't often leave you happy.
Right, and you're trusting us, right? This is not an inexpensive purchase. And, you really have to put your trust in us, and we want to make sure we earn that trust.
Yeah. And you want something that's going to last, and the warranties are fantastic, and having, that high quality product that, that you're not going to have to replace in a few years is, a definite requirement, right? For that investment.
Exactly. Well, and that was another reason for doing Hunter Douglas, is that we didn't want to spend our time working on repairs. And because a lot of products that you buy out there, there's a whole fleet of guys going around doing repairs all the time. We don't have that headache. We're focused on get our new customers and getting them satisfied.
Yeah, and giving them a product they can trust. Yeah, very important. Right. So, do you guys have any specials or things that you're promoting for those new customers right now?
Well, there's a really good federal tax credit from the federal government with the Inflation Reduction Act. They have a credit now where they'll pay, and it's only for Hunter Douglas honeycomb shades. Those are the only ones that qualify for it, and it pays 30% up to $1,200 for a tax credit, and then that renews every year. So if you want to do $1,200 worth of shades one year and then $1,200 of shades next year, you can do that and keep using that until I think 2032.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And the other thing is that if you're an XL customer that has central air conditioning, they give a rebate, and that's about $1.33 a square foot. So those are two things that we really push, because they're just really good. And of course, the honeycomb with the insulative values of the honeycomb shades are really good for this climate.
Awesome. Yeah, and that $1.33 per square foot from XL, that adds up. That's huge.
It does.
Awesome. Well, those are two excellent tips. I hope people are listening and reaching out to you, because that I didn't know either of those things were going on. So now I'm thinking about it. So when you guys aren't working on Golden Shades and Shutters, what are you doing for fun? We'll start with you, Jim, because Mike always goes first.
That's because I'm the quiet one. I leave it all to him to do all the talking. Well, I'm not a particularly exciting guy. In the summer times I go camping. And other than that, I shoot pool in the basement. There's walk the dogs. There's not a whole lot going on in my life.
Those are all very valid and fun things to do.
I pretty much leave it to my girlfriend to figure out what we're going to do, and she's really good.
There you go. Smart man.
She's good at doing that. Yep.
That's awesome. Well, we get a lot of camping responses when we're asking that question on the podcast, because we're in such a great area for all the outdoor hiking and camping and everything else. So it makes perfect sense. How about you, Mike?
Well, we just moved to the Willow Springs area, and so we're trying to take advantage of the hiking trails that are around here. Thinking about maybe re-upping my interest in golf, even though that's a sore subject for me. But but lately, it's really just been about trying to get settled into the new house, and we really love this new area up here, up in Red Rocks, and so just getting our feet under us with that for right now.
Yeah, well, that is a beautiful area. So congratulations on the relocation.
Thank you.
So how should folks get in touch with you if they want to learn more, or they want to take advantage of those credits and rebates that you were talking about?
Well, there's two real easy ways, right? So our website is www.goldenshadesshutters.com. There's two S's together there. And there's a way to just put your information in there for us to contact you, for us to do an in-home consultation. Because we're a home-based business, and we feel like, we've talked about maybe having brick and mortar, but it's just an extra step, right? Because we need to come out to your house, measure. We need to make sure that the products are going to look right in your situation. If they're going to, there's really going into a brick and mortar store is almost just a waste of time. So you can fill out the form on our website, and we'll contact you and set up an appointment, or you can just give us a call. We're pretty good at getting back to people pretty quickly. So, and our number is 720-449-3970.
Excellent. Well, thank you, gentlemen, for joining me today. I'm very excited to share all of your information with the community, and I appreciate your time.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks for having us.
Thank you for listening to the Good Neighbor Podcast. To nominate your favorite local businesses to be featured on the show, go to gnpwestdenver.com. That's gnpwestdenver.com, or call 720-295-9588.